Alright, hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Modern Warfare 3. So this is a very rare recording and uploading on the same day video because I have the day off. So I stayed up all night and then decided, literally as I'm recording this, I should make a video for today. I haven't uploaded or streamed in the past 2 days, so for that I apologize. But yeah, I'm playing more Modern Warfare 3 and I'm level 46, so I'm about 9 levels away from being the max level. Now granted, being max level in this game doesn't mean because you don't even unlock everything in the armory at max level. You have to do this dumb armory challenge horseshit, which I hate. And like, on one hand, it's cool that it encourages you to, you know, win games and whatnot after you do all your daily challenges. Which, to be fair, none of these are particularly hard, but they do force you to play in a way that you might not particularly want to. But once you complete all of them, in order to get more challenges completed for unlocks, you have to win matches. Which, like I said, is cool because it encourages you to win the game. But at the same time, couldn't they have done something simpler, like have everything in the rank, like as you unlock everything as you level up, and then for winning games, you just get shit tons of XP? Like, I don't know, I really do not like the armory challenge system. I was playing hardcore a while ago, just to try it out to see if it was more efficient to get kills. And on certain maps and certain lobbies, it definitely is. But then you get into lobbies where everybody's trying their ass off and not running around because, you know, obviously you die faster in hardcore. So people are like skulking around in corners and shit. And then if you get a horrible map like, what is it, Derail or like Estate or something like that, or Wasteland, it's a wrap. Nobody in that game is breaking over like 20 kills if they're lucky. Oh, Horizon, let's go. I really want to get Terminal in a video, but every single time I press the record button, I never get it. I'm getting maps that were in the beta, which granted, you know, Rust and High Rise are amazing maps, but I would like to get Terminal. Really hoping for that 24/7 playlist to come out. Also, I had a really weird bug earlier when I was playing where I would have a class with the Holger on it, and then when I would go to click it, it would select this class right here with the Baz B and a Riveter, and it was super weird. I think it had something to do with how I had my classes set up or labeled or something like that. But thankfully it is fixed. I leveled up the SVA and the MTZ all the way. Granted, if I wanted to be real efficient about leveling weapons and whatnot, I should probably just go do it in zombies. But I don't feel like making a zombies video at the moment because I feel like it would require a lot more recording time and editing. So I'm lazy. That's the long and short of it. Also, this longer TTK in this game is kicking my ass. Every single time I get into an engagement, I'm always like one bullet off of actually killing somebody. Meanwhile, they land all their shots perfectly, and it's like, okay, game. Man, the current season in Destiny 2 ends in like 2 weeks, I think exactly. And I'm like 60 in the season pass or whatever, and I really want to complete it because, you know, the armor ornaments and whatnot. But at the same time, all the layoffs at Bungie and the way that's all been handled by the upper management has just really made me not want to play that game. Oh, that was a match in progress. Oh, well, hopefully you don't get a horrible map in the next match. That would be really cool. That whole bug with the class being glitched and whatnot and just giving me a default class instead of my custom one. I was going to make a video literally just ranting about that the whole time and showcasing that because I tried to look it up for a solution and I couldn't find anything. But thankfully, I just deleted all my classes until they were all reset to, you know, class 1, 2, and 3 and whatnot. And thankfully that fixed it. Wasteland or Invasion? I guess Invasion? But yeah, unless you're consistently winning games, you're not unlocking everything in this game, which is super annoying because 90% of the time it's completely out of your control because of the SBMM or engagement-based matchmaking or whatever it is. The annoying shit that everybody complains about, but they refuse to change. You know, even with the multiplayer for this game being actually really good and fun, I feel like X-Defiant, whenever that decides to come out, is still going to have a foothold in the arcade FPS respawn space because, for one, it has no SBMM, which is super cool, but also it's free. So I feel like while everybody is mostly enjoying this game now, a lot of little tiny things like, you know, the matchmaking and a bunch of others and the unlock system. What is happening? What the? Oh, okay, I thought I was gonna play Doom for a second. Yeah, but the unlock system and the matchmaking and all of these other little annoying things about this otherwise really good game are probably gonna push people away from it. And it's really weird. I really don't feel the need to put a laser sight on a lot of my guns in this game, unlike Modern Warfare 2. Okay, you couldn't hear me because I have ninja. I think the only way to counter ninja is to wear the bone conductor headset. How did I kill that guy? Which, for something as strong as ninja, I think it's definitely fair that there's a perk you can wear to counteract it. Oh! Wow. That guy's probably pissed. Oh! Also, for the 3 people watching this video who probably care about fighting games, I think the Granblue Fantasy versus Rising beta happened over the weekend, or happened somewhat recently. I think it went on for a few days, and it wasn't on PC, so I didn't get a chance to, you know, at least try it out. But I remember that game being described as basically Street Fighter for anime games, because if you don't know, anime fighting games are usually like super fast and hyper and in depth, and then Street Fighter is like more simple. Like, it's, you know, it's the premier fighting game. When, you know, you think of fighting games, you probably think of that or something like Mortal Kombat, depending. But, you know, it's a lot slower than something like, you know, old style Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue or stuff like that. So whenever that comes out, Granblue, the new version with all the other characters and whatnot, I definitely want to try that and buy it at some point, because the most important thing about that new version is that it has rollback netcode. So if you don't know what that is, basically, in a way I can explain it in, like, I don't know, I guess like FPS terms, it would be like a lot of fighting games up until very recently. In the past few years, imagine it would be like FPS games still running on peer-to-peer connection instead of dedicated servers. You know, that's basically, I mean, that's not literally what it is, but in terms of like an analogy, it's basically a vastly superior online solution. And basically, if a fighting game does not launch with rollback, which facilitates good online, then basically the game might as well be considered dead on arrival, because besides very specific fringe cases, it's usually, you know, not a great experience when trying to play with other people online. Wow, I killed that guy from so far away. I really like the Holger. I'm pretty sure the Holger is probably one of the best guns in the game right now. Oh, you bitch. But the new Granblue game is coming out at some point, and it looks cool. And a new character for Tekken 8 got announced. I think it's literally the last character for the launch roster. Wow. Damn. But the final character for Tekken 8 is another child of Heihachi Mishima, which, I mean, if you know about Tekken just generally, you know about Heihachi and how much of a fucking scumbag piece of shit he is, but also the best dude in the universe. And there's this funny tweet, because Heihachi is known for having like a bunch of kids in a bunch of different places, because I guess he's just built like that. And there's this funny tweet from the Tekken series creator, Harada. And somebody asked him basically, how many children does Heihachi actually have? Because for a while it was assumed that he only had like 2. And then Harada came out and it was like, yeah, Heihachi probably has like 18 to 20 illegitimate children around the world somewhere. And he confirms that it's at least 9. So, you know, Heihachi slinging that electric wind god dick. So it's funny how that question came back to actually have bearing on the new video game. Oh wow, people are leaving the match, I just realized. You know, honestly, I don't blame them, although it's not like we're losing horribly or anything, although maybe the people who left were not doing particularly great. I'll be honest, this game is probably the most I've left matches repeatedly, because I won't lie, I am bad at video games, and there have been multiple instances playing this game where I've gotten into engagements and then been like one bullet off of killing somebody, but then they kill me because they're just built different, I guess. And that's happened multiple times in a row, and after a few times that happens, you know, I usually get pissed like that. How many times did I hit this guy? I guess he's just better. He has a better gaming chair, I guess. But yeah, thankfully I didn't have to make this video about an annoying bug. Oh, you bitch! Also, weird side tangent before the end of the video. Apparently Escape from Tarkov is gonna have like a separate arena, like team deathmatch style game mode. Or I guess it's a different game actually, because I think they are charging separately for it, which is weird. But there's going to be some sort of like cross progression integration where I guess playing the regular game, you can like loot, you know, guns and equipment and stuff. And then you can go into the PvP mode, and everything that you've gotten from there, you can use in the PvP game. And I guess if you play the PvP game and not the base game, I guess there's just like default classes that you can pick from. So if you want to like have custom loadouts and whatever, then they're encouraging people to go play the base game, I guess, which is smart, I guess. But I never thought that Tarkov was the game people cared about like PvP gunfights in. Also, isn't Tarkov like horribly unoptimized, and like the gun control and recoil and everything super like ridiculous, even by like hardcore shooter standards? And I could be just talking out of my ass completely, but I mean, it is interesting at the very least, and might get people to play Tarkov that normally wouldn't have. But yeah, it's weird if Tarkov is like super unoptimized, unless they're like drastically overhauling their engine or whatever. Yeah, having a competitive shooter, arena shooter style game running on that engine seems like not the greatest idea, but I mean, what do I know? I'm just some schmuck on the internet who plays brain rot video games. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me for today. I gotta quickly edit this video and upload it so that it goes up at least around 12. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video and want to help support the channel, then leaving a like and subscribing would be very much appreciated. By the time this goes up, I might be streaming. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing more Call of Duty or Lords of the Fallen. I really can't decide which. So but yeah, by the time this goes up, around then I'll probably be streaming. So if you do see me live and you want to hop in the chat, feel free to just, you know, do that, I guess. All right, that's enough rambling. Later.